Mm. Ladies and gentlemen, we are the podcast formerly known as the three not so wise men. Sorry.
No, it's cool.
We are now the uno, the dos, the tres. We are the 3 Count Wrestling Podcast. I believe that's the name. Audio, am I correct?
It technically is 3 count a wrestling pod. But yeah,
There we go.
there we go. It still works. Right now, it's only 2 of us, and so we the 2 sweet crew right now.
Shout out to my boy Chris, who he is a little hurt right now, so he can't be with us, but he's with us in spirit.
Yeah. That Valentine's Day, that yeah. But how you doing today?
I am doing fantastic. I'm eating some good food that I didn't have to cook and watching AEW. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm drinking my Topo Chico. This water is freaking phenomenal. And I'm also watching AEW. That's not advertisement, by the way, people.
Not at all.
Yeah, I mean, but if Topo Chico do want to send a couple of dollars this way, it'd be greatly appreciated. Well, you know what else would be greatly appreciated?
If Arizona decides it wants to sponsor us too.
Yeah. Or if you give us a like, if you comment and subscribe, we would greatly appreciate that. Matter of fact, please leave a comment about what y'all think about our freaking predictions, because I'm on one today.
Okay.
All right. But before we get to predictions, let's just give a quick recap of what went on over the last week. That means Raw. Well, Raw, Dynamite last week. I guess we could talk about this week. Ain't nothing too big. And SmackDown.
Well, the main thing is they were setting up for the Elimination Chamber. There was a lot of promos between Paul Heyman, Cody Rhodes, and Sami Zayn, which all were amazing.
Yes.
Whatever order you want to put it in, whether it was Cody and Heyman, Sami and Heyman, Cody and Sami, which then I found out that Roman Reigns has a TikTok.
I'm about to hop on that.
He was like, y'all gotta conspire together to try to beat me. Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, I didn't know you had a TikTok. I'm more surprised about that.
Man, that's the new thing. Man, this is gonna be around for a minute. But we're not gonna get into technology. SmackDown. Because we was talking about the promos. One of the things that wasn't technically a promo was Sami and Jay. We're gonna throw that up there. That was a magical moment.
Because Sami ended up showing up incognito, acknowledging Jey Uso.
When he said that, I acknowledge you. I was like, oh, man, you need to get out of here, man, with all that mess. Get a little dap. I was like, yeah.
Let's go, Jay. It was crazy because Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa weren't there.
But Jimmy was worried.
Well, Jimmy was worried because they had a tag team match against the Monsters of Flight. Like, the one thing that they don't do is they don't be giving these tag teams names. So that's what I always do.
Monsters of Flight. Okay. Yep. I get that. I rock with that. Monsters of Flight. If they start using that, you heard it here first.
Right. And like, he came out like Roman Reigns, Jay did. Because at first we're all like, oh, maybe they'll just have Solo be there. He asked Paul. Jimmy did. Paul was like, no. Which then in turn, it was like Paul Heyman was wondering why no one came out or why Jimmy didn't come out when Sammy had arrived. Jimmy was like, yo, I'm worried about my brother in his tag team match. Then asked Paul Heyman to be his tag team partner. Declined.
Of course.
But then they were about to start the match with the Monsters of Flight and Jimmy Uso when all of a sudden, in the crowd. Hold on.
All right, right now Stokely is talking. And Matt Hardy has on a red tiger print shirt, and it is really bothering me. It is really bothering me. Is that a Versace shirt on Ethan Page?
Versace.
Okay. It's Fosachi, I think. I think it's Fosachi. I don't think it's the Ver. I think it's the FAUX. Yeah. But Isaiah always the man to me. I really don't care what anybody say. He is the man to me. All right.
Okay, going back.
Mm-hmm.
They had a really good match
Mm-hmm.
with the Monsters of Flight. I was so confused on how they were going to end it just because with Braun Strowman, you can't make, I'm not going to say you can't make him look weak, but it's just, he's a big guy.
Yeah.
The little ones.
Yeah.
When they got him out, he jumped over the table, and then Ricochet went for the shooting star press, landed it, and all of a sudden, here comes, I believe it was Jay, with the splash, 1, 2, 3. And we still have them as tag team champions.
So you know what that means. Okay. All right. Sorry. We kind of breaking through this because I just don't get it. So Tony and Saraya are heels, and they are beefing with Jamie and Britt, who are heels, and isn't Ruby with them or some shit? Who is Ruby with? Because I thought she was supposed to be in the she was in the 3-man tag with
Ruby is by herself.
Okay. I'm
It's basically a fight over Ruby.
They're fighting for the custody of Ruby.
Pretty much that's what the story is. It's because they've done a double turn.
Mm-hmm.
So now Britt Baker is the Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter, the Pillar and what's the? I'm gonna say the Pillar and Destroyer.
Mm-hmm.
They are the faces now, and then the Tony and them have gone to.
They're the faces. It's so weird. It's so weird. Anyway.
Well, the girls been cheering like Britt Baker and them.
Mm-hmm.
Don't make sense.
Yeah.
It's basically. Hold on. Sorry, I'm back.
Okay.
It's practically been the originals versus the other girls.
Okay. They might as well join JS and they be sports entertainers too. This is how it's all going down. But yeah, back to WWE. I'm sorry for that little distraction, but back to WWE. Yeah. So that was probably the big thing that happened on SmackDown.
Well,
Yes.
there was also when Jimmy and Jay were walking out of the match or whatever in the back, you see Paul Heyman being a little creep and just kind of like just standing there behind a pillar. And
Which one was it? Which one was it? Jungle Boy? Was it MJF? Was it Sammy Guevara?
Well, none of these.
No, it was a different pillar. Oh, okay. Oh, it was Britt.
Britt is money. I know Carmella thinks she is, but it's Britt Baker.
But technically, it's Jade, but we
that too
digress. So he was in the corner like a perv.
Yeah, he asked like, "Yo, was that Jay?" And he heard Jimmy and Jay's slight conversation. He was like, "Yo, are you in or you're out?" Jimmy was like, "I don't know." Yeah, he just walked off. And that's when he's like, "Oh, okay." And then he ended up calling the tribal chief. Tribal chief told the Usos to stay home on Friday because there's a lot that you see from home, meaning that he saw Jay and Sammy's little rendezvous.
Yeah.
Or the WWE sneaky link. And it's just setting up. I really do think it's setting up to Jey Uso turning on Sammy.
Yeah, we already went through my whole fantasy booking. I think it's a reluctant turn though, but yeah, that's kind of this story is just it is good, and I love it. I love it.
It's not even probably, it is the best storyline going on in professional wrestling right now.
And then they added another layer.
Cody Rhodes.
Man, he had that great promo with Paul Heyman to turn around and have an amazing promo with Sami Zayn. I know that I hated this guy. I know that I was starting to hate him, even though y'all heard me say on a couple of times, I can't wait till he gets back. As soon as he got back, I started to hate him. But that promo made me hate him. It made me hate him so much less than I am now. I just kind of dislike him. There you go.
We'll take that.
Yeah.
Take that. So at first it was supposed to be a interview with Corbin, who I want him to go back to unhappy Corbin.
Yeah, everybody wants him to go back to that. Sad Corbin.
But all of a sudden, they're just like, "Hey, we got to go to the ring. Something's happening in the ring." Who would show up? Sami Zayn. I don't know why he came through the crowd, but I mean, I get it. Because, again, Roman Reigns and the Bloodline don't show up on Raw. They ain't down for 3 hours.
Yeah.
They got 2 hours and they can go home, which is how a lot of us feel. Yo, this slap thing is so stupid. Anyways, he came out, and the first thing he did was ask Cody Rhodes to come out. And they had a whole thing about if Cody truly believed that Sami Zayn could beat Roman Reigns. Cody's like, it's not about what I believe. You believe you can.
That moment, it was like, I gotta believe. Nobody's gonna have to believe. I gotta believe it more than anybody else because ain't nobody else gonna believe it. So yes, I do. But do I think that I'm going to leave the Elimination Chamber as the undisputed champion? I don't know. I was like, what? And then he said, oh, he said, I seen it. I seen him. And when he's in God mode, it's not just a catchphrase. he's on a different level. And Cody said, listen, man, God mode sounds great and everything. Looks cool, put it on the shirt, but he's a man. And when you get in there, you gotta open him up and see. I'm like, open him up? They really are out of the PGA.
He was like, no one thought that Roman Reigns had a crack until you came in. He was like, you did this. You set the whole bloodline into shambles.
There's dissension in the ranks. Woo. Woo. And Cody is touching that point. I heard what culture did a podcast, and they said that gotta be the way that that Cody gotta come at it. That there's two royal families, and his royal family is solid. But Roman's royal family, his kingdom was built on sand, and now you're starting to see it. And I'm like, yeah, that's probably the only way that you can do it, because there ain't no other real story. And now Cody sees it. Cody's calling it out, because honestly, ain't nobody else call it out. Cody is calling it out. And that is going to be the lead up. After Elimination Chamber, the lead up to WrestleMania is going to be so freaking phenomenal. And hopefully there's one more pay-per-view in between.
No.
God damn it.
Chamber is this week, and it's completely clear until WrestleMania. Because WrestleMania is a little less than 2 months away.
Yeah. I was hoping that they had one more. Anyway, but yeah. This show is so compelling.
The finish of the promo, he said, I don't want to see you next Monday.
Next Monday after Elimination Chamber.
Yeah, he's like, I want to see you at WrestleMania. And everybody just like, ah.
Hey, you know what's crazy about all of this? Cody is hot right now, right? Sammy is hot right now. There are people that are still cheering for Roman in all of this. Like when Cody was saying that, do you think you can do it?
And people were saying no.
Yes, people was like no, and then when some people was like, you can do it, others was like, no, you can't. I was like, wow, this is going to tear WWE in the best way possible. Like, that is going to be so freaking phenomenal to hear the crowd that night at Elimination Chamber. If they do a false finish, it's going to be phenomenal. My TV messing up. But if they do a false finish, or it's assumed that Sami Zayn wins, and it's like a technicality where he doesn't. If it looks like he wins, that pop is gonna be crazy.
He wins, but by DQ.
I don't think that's going to be the thing. I think that it's going to be one of the rare moments where WWE, I won't say recently rare moments, when WWE does a 1, 2, 3, and a ref comes out, shows the replay. It shows that his foot was outside of the ring. And that is going to break everybody. And I think What Culture said that shit too. But anyway, that is going to be amazing.
I'm also confused with the Ruby Riott thing. Because like Ruby ends up winning, but then everybody's arguing like around her. She's just like, yo, stop.
I don't like none of you bitches. It's like but I'm glad that they got her in a compelling storyline. Because I said before, I don't get Ruby. I know a lot of people love her, but I'm always like this. But She's in with Saraya, and she's in with Britt, and you know Britt's been holding down the women's division for years.
Mm-hmm.
She can't get a day off. Just like Moxley.
Even when she has a broken nose, broken wrist, broken body.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, oh, I can't wait for this movie.
Hey man.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Actually, it came out today. No, it comes out tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then guess what else comes out tomorrow?
What?
Cocaine Bear.
I still haven't seen the trailer to that.
Oh my god.
I gotta do a reaction video to it because I ain't seen it. But
Uh, but
yeah.
we're not talking about movies right now. We are talking about professional wrestling. Um, we did find out that at WrestleMania it's supposed to be the BBT versus Damage Control. Can't wait.
Okay.
And for those who don't know what the BBT is, it's called a respectfully Beat a Bitch Tour.
Yeah.
Ronda Rousey, Shayna Baszler coming together as a tag team. They're supposed to be challenging Damage Control. I want them to win, and then just open fight. Any woman that wants to part of the tag team titles, let's go. Beat a bitch tour here. Beat a bitch tour here. Beat a bitch. Beat a bitch. Beat a bitch. Beat a bitch.
Yeah.
Respectfully.
Respectfully, of course. Of course. Is there anything else that happened on Raw? I don't think there's anything really too big. They just really set the stage for Elimination Chamber.
I mean, yeah, besides everything with Bubba Lashley and Brock Lesnar and the Elimination Chambers, nah.
Okay.
I still wish they were doing, like, I get it, they need big attractions for the Elimination Chamber.
Mm-hmm.
I wish they were doing this at WrestleMania.
Yeah, nah. I'm glad they're doing that Elimination Chamber.
Bobby Lashley and
Oh,
Brock.
no. No. Yeah. That one. Yeah. I thought you was talking about Roman and Sammy.
Oh no. Brock and Bobby. Because
Yeah,
that's
no.
that's been a real dream match, and it's the rubber match.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, yo, go ahead and put that on WrestleMania, bro.
Yeah, they should have. That one they should have. That one they definitely should have. AEW last week. I can't really remember too much other than was that 2 weeks ago? This is a Blair. Mark Briscoe.
Yeah, that was like 2 weeks ago.
That was 2 weeks ago.
Tonight.
Yeah, he wrestled tonight. Ooh, another good match.
Yeah. But I can't necessarily tell you what happened last week because I wasn't able to really watch it.
I know Bryan Danielson won.
Yes. Okay, so we had the Elite versus Top Flight and AR Fox, which that was an actual really good match.
Really good match.
They're running it back on Rampage.
Mm-hmm.
There's that. Dude, where the fuck is this bug coming from? Oh, leave me the hell alone. They had the Garcia Garvera gauntlet, and it was completely different than what we thought.
Yeah.
Like, instead of it being oh 1 week this person, 1 week that, they did it all on the same night.
Oh no, I thought that it's a gauntlet match. So you're gonna keep fighting until, which is great. You're gonna keep fighting until you lose, until you beat everybody. Because I remember when they used to have it on what was that? See, now I'm about to date myself. In SmackDown and Raw, when they had them on the video games, but they were two separate video games. They used to do gauntlet matches, and I used to love getting in those gauntlet matches. But haven't seen too many of them in real life, so for them to bring it back like that was cool for me. I enjoyed it. Um,
Go ahead.
I'm trying to remember what else happened. You can
Oh,
continue.
I have the flyer thing pulled up. We had Roosh versus Brian Danielson, with
Mm-hmm.
Brian Danielson ended up winning. We had MJF versus Kinosuke Takashita. What a match! Especially like that clothesline off the top where he
Yeah,
did that, like, and he landed on his feet. I've not gonna lie, because MJF doesn't necessarily wrestle like that.
no, he doesn't.
How like athletic he really is.
Yeah, his matches is more. I want to say, I mean, this he's a heel wrestler, so I don't. I'm from what I remember from like heels that were just like supposed to be pure heels and not anti faces or any of
Mhm.
that. They always seemed limited in what they could do. It
It's
was
kind of like
either
how the Miz wrestles,
mm-hmm. The
where
Miz, Ric Flair, um, who was
less
another
is
heel?
more,
Huh?
practically. Less is more.
Yeah, that's how they wrestle. And then they don't really do too much of shit. Even William Regal, like his matches is gonna be quick technicals. It's not gonna be a lot. I'm gonna do my heel thing. Now I'm gonna win.
He's not like Sammy Guevara, who's just, even though he's a heel, wants to do cool stuff and wants to kill himself.
Yeah, you know. But and I think this is going to be that actual growing moment for MJF, where people stop just taking him as, oh, he's just the top heel. He's going to show out as a real wrestler in this, like, because he got to pull out all the stops. He got to do everything.
It is a 1 hour Iron Man match that he's
Yeah.
participating in.
So that means Revolution is going to be a 6 hour show. Just letting you know, just putting that out there right now. It's going to be a 6 hour show. That's an hour in of itself. It's going to be six.
Well, that is the week that they, instead of having every title and everything on the show, yo, some of these storylines, they have to be dealt with on Rampage and Dynamite,
Yeah.
and have that be actual championship weekend as well. But I mean, the biggest controversy from last week, well, there was two, was the MJF promo
Mm-hmm.
where he pissed people off so much that they called into the police station where he used to live as a high schooler and claimed that he was lying about the accident.
Man, do you know how hated you gotta be to actually do that? To have people call and say, "Hey, that thing that happened about 10 years ago, the guy Maxwell, he lied about it. Y'all need to look into that." And the police station had to come out and say, "Hey, listen, it was a work." It was a work. Y'all stop calling. It was a work. It's not real. We don't even have a record of an accident. Let's just go ahead.
And that's how you know, like, as a heel, you're getting over,
Mm-hmm.
actually call and do stupid stuff like that.
Oh, that was so amazing. What's the other controversy?
The Gun Club winning the the AEW Tag Team Championships.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. Y'all better keep it on the guns for a minute. I know everybody loves the Acclaim. I love the Acclaim. But right now, that tag belt meant something because people been holding it for periods of time. Y'all been putting it on the right people. This time, you can't give the people what they want. You got to do what's best for the industry. Let them be heels the way that they are right now.
Unless
And mhm.
FTR comes back.
You said unless who comes back?
FTR.
I mean, if FTR comes back, that'll be after Revolution, and yeah, you could probably take it off of the guns then. But if they don't come back, they need to keep it on them for a minute. Let the Acclaim work their way up, work their way back up. And so when you get that match again and you put it back on the Acclaim, even if you're going to keep them as a transitional champions, because FTR is coming back later, then it's earned. That, and I think that is one of the biggest things that wrestling fans know, but not really know.
Mm-hmm.
Some things just really have to be earned. And when I say have to be earned, it just really has to feel like this is what's supposed to happen. Instead
When
of
it
saying,
comes to like faces,
mm-hmm,
it's about the destination. It's about getting there and coming through the adversity to finally winning the championships. When it comes to the heels, it's just doing whatever it takes to keep the championships, I guess.
yeah, it's with the face, it's the journey. It's about getting to that destination, and with the heels, it's about who's going to be the one to defeat them. It's about who's next. How long can they hold it? Because y'all are building up the one that is going to be the ones that beat them.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, y'all don't have too many tags that are really looking like that. Yeah, the Acclaim is cool, but y'all broke up Swerve in Our Glory. Private Party, what's his name? Mark Quinn is injured.
Mm-hmm.
So he can't even participate. You're not doing Adam Page and not Adam Page, but Ethan Page and Matt Hardy. Not gonna do that. Cool Hand and Daddy Magic, they're not gonna be the ones. Like there's your tag division is not really that great right now. Y'all are getting off because because y'all had the Acclaim there. But in all honesty, if there was one tag team that you would say, hey, who can we put it on? And I'm saying this for me. The Butcher and the Blade need to get theirs. Y'all need to start building them up. Butcher and Blade needs to get theirs. Y'all are doing a cool job. Y'all added them with Kip Sabian and all of that. That's cool. But Butcher and Blade needs to get theirs. Everybody that you have as a trio right now need to stay trios right now. Don't do the fucking, hey, they trios, but they're gonna do a tag. Everything is leading up to the House of Black. So leave that there.
Yep.
The Dark Order, y'all made it look like the way that it is. It's just them three now. Like, and I love John Silver, but I don't want him to be in a tag when technically he's in the trio of the Dark Order. Like, shit, y'all got Top Flight and AR Fox. Leave them there. Don't do the Top Flight wants to go in
Okay.
for a tag. Mm-hmm.
Oh, keep going. Keep going.
Yeah, Top Flight's going in for the tag and AR just supporting. Nah, shit. Even the at some point, if you want to put a belt on Wheeler Yuta,
He is still the pure champion.
oh yeah, fuck, he is. God.
So
Uh-huh.
we also, I was looking up because you're talking about the tag teams for next week's tag team battle royal. It is the Best Friends
Trio.
versus technically versus Jeff Jarrett and Jay Lethal
Okay.
versus Lucha Brothers
Trio.
and fuck, what's his name?
Pop.
He hasn't been there in a second. We have Tony Nese and Ari Davari. Thought they were gonna put Josh Woods in it, but I guess not.
Mm.
Um, the two members of the Dark Order minus Evil Uno, Angelo Parker and Cool Hand, and Butcher and the Blade. Those are the competitors in the tag team battle royal. The winner of that match gets added to the Fatal Four Way for the AEW tag team titles at Revolution.
Yeah. Um, I would love to see Butcher and Blade in that position. Even though I'm saying keeping it on the guns. If Butcher and the Blade gets put into that spotlight, it will be sufficient for me. Because man, everybody else is like they don't need to be there. They don't.
Mm-hmm. I
Like,
mean, the Lucha Brothers just came back today.
yeah. So even with that, the Lucha Bros, unless y'all are not dealing with Pac for a long time, don't do this. Just build up the trios. Y'all start making the trios, put the trios in good position, start getting them over. Even if you get wins or losses, just start getting them over so it can look like the trios mean something. Because right now they're dealing with the Adam Page syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
The belts are there. It's on the Elite. Cool. Like, but there's nothing there. There's no foundation set to make it feel like anybody deserves a shot. Anybody could possibly beat them. It doesn't feel like any of that. So if you leave Death Triangle there, you start gaining momentum with Top Flight and AR Fox. You make the best friends a trio where they hold good matches, even though they might not get a lot of wins. They hold good matches. You do what was the other one? But you start building up the trios that will look like something. It'll
Mm-hmm.
be a division that'll be worth something. And then once you got all of them just set in that spot, now you can see, okay, who can we put as tags? Who can be tags? Who can do this? Who can do that? And then you can start building up the tags. But everybody jumping around from one thing to another, everybody looks like they just trying to win something and they just keep coming up short because there's nobody is invested in any of these teams like that. They're not invested either or in tags or trios.
Mm-hmm.
So let's build up the trio. If that you got your three of your biggest names there, so build up the trio. Let the guns run the let the guns run the tags because right now they are on a hot streak. Them beating FTR was one of those oh shit moments. Them winning the championship was like a man, and now let them hold on again and beat whoever in the fatal four way and let them be those guys. Even though
Mm-hmm.
they might not be your top guys, they are perfect for
Still,
right now.
they can still like weasel their way into like keeping the titles, and that's how you get the heat on them. Just
Yeah. Shit. Even if y'all let the acclaim disappear for a couple weeks. Let us miss them. Let them have their little runs or whatever. Let us miss them. Let Billy Gunn come back. Ooh, or let Billy Gunn be belt hungry. He's living vicariously through anybody who has the belts. Like that can be like his swerve can happen on Revolution, and it just
mm-hmm.
looks like he's just with anybody that has the belts. He's with one of them that has the belt, and then you let Acclaim go for a couple weeks and let them come back, and they already got a storyline in place. Let
Yeah,
them just build it back up, and there's no rush. Tony has a history of pulling the trigger at the wrong time. Either it's too quick or it takes forever for him to make that decision. I want him to say, hey, the ones that I feel like should happen right now, let me hold it off. And if I'm thinking that we should hold off on pulling the trigger for them, that's the one you should pull the trigger on. So however you want to do it, but that's what I see.
I feel that. Okay. Because they're still having like another battle royal for the fourth spot. So who knows? They do need to really focus on the titles, and I'm glad that they don't have any of the titles that aren't theirs being showcased on
Yeah.
the shows anymore. So that was really hurting. Sorry, they're betting odds for Elimination Chamber that I was looking at.
Okay.
But that was really hurting. Like every title that they had is like you guys keep having titles from New Japan, AAA, insert promotion, but you're not showcasing your own. So I'm glad that that's what they're doing now.
Yeah, and for the record, 1 or 2 title matches for Ring of Honor should be on the 0 hour.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know that you still got to promote it and everything, but put Brian Cage and his trio tag group in there versus whoever. And then you probably want to put Daniel Garcia, Wheeler Yuta up there.
You know who needs to challenge for the AEW trios titles? Andy Dalton
and the boys. Goddamn right. They need to. Andy Dalton and the boys, I know they're a Ring of Honor group, but they should be on Dynamite.
Mm-hmm. As much as possible.
As much as possible. Honestly, I will say it like this. Andy Dalton and the boys, even if you keep them in Ring, put them on your Dynamite show until y'all start doing the weekly. They should be there a lot. They are one of the most interesting groups there, and they're badass as far as inside of that ring.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think that they should just be getting time. Even though my boy Brian Cage and Kip Sabian, my boys, they've been getting a lot of time. Ooh, I hope Brian Cage renew his contract.
I think it runs out like around WrestleMania.
Yeah, it's somewhere in there.
Mm-hmm. But that's really all we have for Dynamite, unless you have anything else.
Nah, I don't even really want to talk about this week's Dynamite. There was some good stuff. I had to take care of some stuff, so I didn't get to see all of it. But yeah, my boys being back on screen, my boys, the Dark Order being back on screen, mushing niggas in the face. That's right. Evil Uno. Ugh. Who are you? John Mike? It doesn't matter. You know, they did all of that.
They are setting up the final breakup of them. Adam
Page.
Hangman Page, and the Dark Order.
Hey, put some respect on that, man.
Johnny hungry, but he ain't hungry for victories.
Listen, he's hungry to get people over. And when they're ready for their run, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Their run is going to happen soon.
Do anything next week in the tag team eliminator, whatever thing is called.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now we are going to the premium live pay-per-view event that is happening this Saturday. We have the Elimination Chamber live from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. I think it's Quebec. Yeah, it's Quebec.
Yeah.
We have 5 matches as of now, which, I mean, with them having 2 Elimination Chamber matches, that works.
Yeah.
We are going to give our predictions, but I'm going to give the betting lines for some of these matches.
We give our predictions on the betting lines.
So for the women's elimination chamber match, which the winner of this match will challenge Bianca Belair at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
If you choose Asuka, that's negative $1,000 or negative 1,000 points. She's the favorite to win it.
Mm-hmm.
Raquel is plus 400. Morgan is plus 700. Nikki is plus 1200. Carmella is plus 1600. And Natalia is plus 2500.
It
So
sucks.
who don't gamble, you're not making any money if you choose Oscar.
Yeah, at all.
um, if you choose like Natalia and she wins, say you put like $100 down, you win 2,600.
Yeah.
But we're gonna go to the actual match because again, it's Oscar versus Liv Morgan versus Nikki Cross versus Raquel Rodriguez versus Natalia versus Carmella, and I am going to go first by saying my bae, my boo, that cute Oscar, the one formerly known as Kana, is going to win.
I think everybody is going to say Oscar. So
Yes,
I'm gonna
even Chris Oscar.
yeah, Chris picks Oscar too. Um, so I would have to be the I'm gonna be the opposing. I'm gonna say is Liv.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I know we know who's gonna win. That's all I'm saying. We know who's going to.
If Oscar doesn't win, I can see them giving it to Raquel or Carmella, which I don't want to see Carmella. I would rather see, if Oscar doesn't win, Raquel in that position.
I want Liv to get it just because I'm always confusing her with Alexa Bliss.
Oh, all of a sudden at WrestleMania, here comes Alexa Bliss again. Oh my God, the Twisted Sisters.
And then Alexa Bliss recruits Liv Morgan to be in that Firefly Funhouse. Huh?
They have to do something with
Mm-hmm.
the Bray Wyatt Uncle Howdy thing because it's very much stale.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what's the next match?
We're gonna go to the United States Championship match. It's gonna be Austin Theory as the champion versus Seth Rollins, Johnny Gargano, Bronson Reed, Damian Priest, and Montez Ford. Well, Chris says it's gonna be Seth Rollins. I don't think
Hold on. What are the odds?
the odds are Austin Theory is plus 100. He is the favorite. Seth Rollins is plus 150. Montez is plus 500. Damian Priest plus 600. Bronson Reed plus 800. And Johnny Gargano plus 1,000.
Man, okay. So let me tell you, if I was a gambler, there's only I would put some money on Johnny Gargano just because I know that is Triple H boy.
Mm-hmm.
But my prediction is not him. I think. Who did you say you think?
Well, Chris said Seth.
Right. It ain't gonna be Seth.
Yeah, because Seth is going to be challenging, or Seth is going to be fighting Austin, not Austin,
Logan.
and that match doesn't need the title. So I'm gonna say no to Seth Rollins. I kind of want to say Damian Priest or Montez Ford.
They definitely not putting on Montez Ford right now. My thought was Damian Priest, or they keep it on Austin. I really believe.
Yeah.
I think that it is going to be Austin. I wanted to be on Damian. Honestly, I do want it to be on Damian.
I think it's
Because
going to be on Austin because he's been setting up like some side remarks, like the champ is here, like doing some John Cena stuff. So a lot of people think that it's going to be Austin Theory versus John Cena.
yeah, at WrestleMania,
Mm-hmm.
I can see that. Well, I think that is going to be I think what is really being set up is that Bobby and fucking Austin finally, where Bobby gets his championship belt at WrestleMania because fucking Brock keeps keeps interrupting and costing them the match. So I think that after this one, which is, and the reason why I say that is because they're doing Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley now.
And the betting odds for that one is Brock Lesnar is -200. Bobby Lashley is plus 140.
So yeah, I'm thinking that so for the record, I am picking Austin Theory. I want Damian Priest to win, but I am picking Austin Theory.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Austin Theory as well.
All right. And again, Chris so badly wants Seth to be the guy.
Astro Boy Rollins, Seth, Oladora, Ola Boots Rollins.
He better not have them goddamn boots.
Seth. Waka 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 Pac-Man looking ass Rollins.
Seth, oh, look what I found in Becky's closet. Rollins.
Right?
Oh. Even though he be looking fly though, but it'd be like, man, come on. Come on. Not too many people could pull that off.
But yes, we then have Brock Lesnar versus Bobby Lashley.
Mm-hmm.
Again, the lines are -200 or Brock, 140 Bobby. Chris says that he believes it's going to be a no contest, which I can see that. Which sets up for WrestleMania.
Yeah, I think they're going to give Bobby that. Well, I think Bobby. You think that is going to be a no contest with Chris?
I think it's going to be Bobby because the Hurt Business comes out.
There we go. I got a little FYI, a little fun fact about Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar has beaten every black champion in WWE for the belt. He took the belt off The Rock. That was the first one. He beat Kofi.
Mm-hmm.
He beat
Biggie.
And then he beat Bobby.
Watch it.
He has taken the belt off of every black champion that WWE has had. Man, if they not pushing in the gym.
Like, y'all need to give him the Hulk Hogan treatment. Just. But that's also why I think the Hurt Business, because they've been setting the seeds in the background for weeks now. So I'm really hoping that that's when they come back. And then they actually like don't have them be losers. Just have them be on a nice little win streak.
Yeah.
And then so we're all going with Bobby Lashley or no contest.
Yeah. I'm firm on Bobby.
We have Edge and Beth Phoenix versus Finn Balor and Rhea Ripley, which is weird because the betting odds is -300 for Edge and Beth and a +200 for Finn and Ripley. That's the one, y'all. If y'all want to get
put some money on, yeah, that's the one you put your money on. Because I'm not
Finn and Rhea.
They not about to have Rhea lose in this premium live event.
Rolling into WrestleMania.
Yeah, that's not happening. It's gonna be a great match.
If it was Vince,
yeah, yeah, but that's who you should put. And what do Finn and Rhea have? What's the odds?
Their odds is +200.
That's what I would put my money on. If I put my money on anything, it'd be that.
So it's like, yo, you never go with this money.
Right. Okay? And Chris agrees.
Yes. And they're also going to have Condom with them.
Yeah, they definitely gonna have Condom with him. Did you see the Valentine's Day thing?
Yeah. So, yo, let me get your most cheapest champagne and your most exquisite chicken fingers. He was like, yeah, he doesn't like ketchup. Bring him ranch. I'm like, that's spicy.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he just runs out and forgets his card.
Forcing Rhea to pay.
And then Rhea doesn't take his card either. It's all right, whatever.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
was actually a good skit. I like what they're doing with him. Granted, I feel like Rhea's slowly starting to get pissed off by him.
maybe. But yeah, this has gotten over so well. It added a layer that Dominic definitely needed. He needed this. And I'm gonna say it. This is as far as legacy right now. Rey Mysterio is right here. Dominic is this heel run. This heel run. And once he did, man, listen, him being the heel, something that Ray couldn't do.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And that is giving him the, and if his skills get a lot better in the ring, I won't say a lot better. If his skills get better, because he's a good wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
I am happy with how he's been. But if his skills get better, he's gonna be on a whole nother level, face or heel. So
And then the last match of the night, we have the champion, Roman Reigns,
yeah, Oos.
versus Sami Zayn in Sami Zayn's home country and pretty much his home city because he is from Quebec.
Yeah.
Like,
This
this is the one where people are just, we know what's going to happen, but people are still just like, you know what?
maybe.
Just maybe.
Yeah. What's the odds?
Um, Roman is negative 2,000. Sami Zayn is plus 700.
Ooh, that match.
Mm-hmm.
That match. And they just set us up for all this heartbreak. All
Yeah.
these great promos just to be heartbroken.
I feel like they're going to do exactly what they did at the Royal Rumble and like they're beating them down, and all of a sudden, Kevin Owens returns.
Mm-hmm.
Set up that giant pop.
They're gonna have two huge pops. Well, they could have two huge pops.
No, when Sami Zayn enters, and then when Kevin Owens makes the save.
When they think Sammy wins.
Okay, so 3 pops.
Yeah. Montreal is gonna be amazing. Montreal is, listen, I'm gonna say it. This is going to be, if they do it right, this could be one of the top premium live events this year in wrestling.
Oh yeah.
Royal Rumble already set that bar. Royal Rumble is like this. We got to see what Revolution does, because I'm not talking about just in WWE. I just mean wrestling, right? So Royal Rumble, they set the bar. Elimination Chamber, depending on how those Elimination Chamber matches is going to go, and I don't mean who wins, but how good the matches are, it's going to be, if they have phenomenal matches, it's going to be an amazing, because the individual matches, I want to say, with the exception, I don't want to put that, The rated R superstar is the rated R superstar. So I was about to say, with the exception of that match, but that every match on there looks good.
Yep.
This is not one where we're really looking at it like, God, why is this match here? Why is that match here? Why did they put them in there? I mean, I understand what they're doing for Asuka and the people that they got in there for her. But if for some reason she don't win, that one is, if she doesn't win, the
That one's
world
the
is,
toss up.
huh? Yeah,
That
that's the
one's like, sure.
yeah, that's the one where it's like, are we doing this one? But I don't think that they're gonna give. I don't know if they want to put Asuka in there to just be tossed to. I don't know if she wins, then she might be the one to beat Bianca.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard for me to
But I mean,
say.
they're also could be setting up a her versus Nikki, but then again, they could always just run that on Raw.
Yeah, yeah, but I think that is it for our predictions.
Yes, I do want to get into one last thing,
Mm-hmm.
and that's talking to all you wrestling fans out there. Stop being freaking weird.
I swear we do this almost every 3 months.
For real. But they just had a video of these fans hounding Rey Mysterio when he doesn't even have his mask on, claiming that they are Rey Mysterio fans. Like, bro, no, you're not.
No,
No.
you're not.
You're trying to get him to sign your little Funko Pop so you can sell it on the resale market for triple the price. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, because honestly, if you was really a fan, I understand that you want to get autographs and stuff like that, but you're not putting Ray's face on camera.
Mm-hmm.
That's not cool. Like, even though we all seen Ray face, he was maskless for a few years, but he's still Lucha.
Yeah,
Let's keep him
it is
that
Lucha royalty.
yes. And so he covers his face for a reason. So, allow him to have that still. I mean, even when he, like, just think about it. Even when he does his little promos and he's at his house and stuff,
He
he
went
has his he still has his mask on.
Yeah.
If you catch Ray without his mask, Ray, big fan. Could I please have an autograph or whatever? I ain't got no cameras on or anything like that. Just I appreciate everything that you've done. And as a fan, I would like to. And if he says no, because it's not a good time, he's human. Stuff happens. He's probably rushing, stuff like that. Or, he sees that other people are noticing, and that ain't cool either. He might say no. And you
Mm-hmm.
just got to respect it. As long as he ain't disrespectful, telling you to do something with your life, little bitch. If you're not doing stuff like that, even though if he actually did that, I think that you need to look at your life, because Ray just don't be saying it. He says it to little kids to make sure they have great futures. But if he says it to you, you got to reevaluate.
But then there was also another video of and it's always the weird looking dudes. They were
Mm-hmm.
out Liv Morgan as well to give them an autograph. And it's like, honestly, if it's not a WWE event, if I was a wrestler and you're not a child, you are not getting an autograph from me.
And
Like,
that's respectful.
and that's why people were saying people like Sasha Banks doesn't like her fans because she's just not signing stuff. It's like, no, she doesn't want to be hounded when she leaves her hotel, when she goes through the airport, when she tries to go to dinner. There are multiple people when I was working for Impact Wrestling. Like, we would go and park at the parking garage. Why they made us do that? It's because whatever.
Hold on. Wait. CT, Got another wrestling story. There we go.
But there would be the same group of people every day just there with a book full of photos and like memorabilia. Just, can you sign this? Can you sign this? Being annoying as hell.
That
I was just working as a stagehand, so I didn't have to actually deal with any of that notoriety. I could only imagine like how pissed off I would be. Like,
and that's another thing. If you walking around with memorabilia just on hand, and it ain't like a wrestling belt that you just carry with you at all times, or one of your shirts that you wear every day. Like honestly, if Grant Gunston was to walk around and I was to walk in front of him and see him, yeah, I'll probably ask him to just, hey, autograph this shirt because he's the Flash, you
and
know.
not that nasty ass whatever he wants to be identified as.
Fuck that nigga.
I'm a go movie.
Yeah. I'm gonna say his name because I'm gonna say it like this. Fuck Ezra Miller. Right. So with me and my graphic tees, if I got if I just happen to run a Chris Jericho and I got my AEW is Jericho shirt, then yeah, I probably ask. Like if I'm, hey, how you doing? But that's because it's a moment that I might not get again. But you
Mm-hmm.
walking around with memorabilia, that's predatory. Honestly, and I'm gonna keep it like that. It is a predatory thing that you're doing. You are not just walking around being a fan. You are hunting these people down. You are trying to. Oh, you probably heard that they frequent this grocery store, and so you are there almost every day, just waiting, just wait. No, that is predatory, and that is not fandom. Honestly, if you are a fan and you are catching somebody in their actual
Real life.
real life shit, just you can even do one of these. See you, and they'll do this and they'll go on about their business. Because honestly, there's
Hell, there was just another video of not necessarily wrestling related, but still weird fan related. Shannon Sharp walking through the airport with his dog, and the guy had his camera just the whole time, just
yeah, yeah, that's invasive. That is bullshit. I mean, shit. Jay-Z even told the photographer no pictures during his Rock Nation brunch. Because sometimes this is just a moment that to just share. But even if you a fan, you catching them from far, hey, because guess what?
you won't want that shit happening to you.
Exactly. Exactly. So stop all the weird shit. If you are doing all the weird shit, you are not a fan. So I won't call you that.
You are marked as busted.
Yeah. And that it was about to be silly, but I am not set tripping right now. Yeah, no, I was about to say something, but yeah. We going. The thing that I thought I can't remember. So we just gonna bypass that altogether. Elimination Chamber. It's this Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy, because this one is going to be a great one. And Triple H we trust, because he has been on a tear. The wrestling gods have really been. Oh, adding on to the Royal Rumble. I know people probably heard it. I said it, I think it was last week because I couldn't remember the week before, that they was going to put it on a Rock at the Royal Rumble. They was going to let him win. But
Mm-hmm.
what they was going to do was they was going to create another championship belt. And it was either going to be
Yeah.
Cody, Drew McIntyre, or it was one other person that they was going to put the belt on if The Rock did come through. So again, Triple H, the wrestling guys be shining their lights on you. That means that there is a belt in the works. We just gotta wait for it to show up. Man, Whew. And thank goodness we do not have a Vince McMahon story this week.
No, not at all.
Yes. Hopefully he forgot that he owns WWE still.
He's at the office, but he's just again facilitating the sale. So, all right, just keep doing that, old man.
Yeah. Keep doing that, you old fart. We appreciate you. All the work that you've done. Still an old fart. Still a nasty, dirty old man.
Mm-hmm.
We appreciate everything that you gotten us to hear. Oh, one last thing. Ring of Honor is starting their weekly programming. I can't remember the date, but they are going to start back, which brings me to my question. Is this too much wrestling?
No.
That's what I was looking for.
Like when we were younger, we had WWE,
Mm-hmm.
WCW,
Mm-hmm.
and ECW.
Mm-hmm.
So right now, there's just I see it as there's more avenues because yeah, there's just more places to go for people to make money. So we got the WWE, AEW, uh, Impact. Now we have ROH. We have MLW, who
Mm-hmm.
I got to finally watch one of their shows last night. A shout out to them because I've worked for them a few times. Um,
GCW.
GCW.
What is it? Progress Wrestling?
Yep, New Japan, Noah, DDT, like, and those are the three other ones are
Like
Jeff.
NWA and
Yeah, NWA because NWA is now their home is here in Tampa.
yeah, that's what's up.
My
Shout
friend,
out, shout out to House of Glory Wrestling too.
yep, a lot of my
I
friends have been working the latest Impact tapings, the latest NWA tapings. They're constantly working at the Performance Center as
mm-hmm.
extras. So yeah, I think the more wrestling that there is the more money that my friends get to make.
Yeah. Okay. So another episode in the books. Woo. Now, I know I say it all the time. So what's understood don't need to be discussed.
But if you can, go ahead and like, subscribe, leave some comments, share it to your friends. Let them know that they are three young, handsome, and amazing black men just trying to make it in this world. Okay.
Yeah. And I may do a live reaction of Elimination Chamber.
I will probably phone in, but my girlfriend will be down here and we will be selling Valentine's Day this weekend. So
Hey, that's what's up. Um, but yeah, love you. Awesome. All that good stuff. You know, obstacles, opportunities, all that other good stuff. Just continue to do what it is that you love doing. And that is watching, talking, participating, reenacting, everything wrestling. Shout out to the old WCW. I do miss y'all in y'all early years. Man, y'all was crazy. Shout out to WWE because you're just fucking awesome. Even though y'all had a 15-year WTF
Monopoly.
run. Yeah. Yeah, I call it the WTF run because it was just a whole bunch of what the fuck? What the yeah. But shout out to all the newcomers that are in the game that got their feet wet. Without y'all promotions, we wouldn't have any up and coming stars. We wouldn't have any opportunities to see y'all. We would just be dealing with the same old rigmarole. So I just want to give a little shout. Right. So I just wanted to give a shout out to all of y'all. And until next time, peace.
Peace.